game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. And the Tar Heels will put total leather to and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Devils offense will start this game off with the football. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Paul.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Got the back over the middle. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So North Carolina's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
To the air, it's Baker. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
And he'll be brought down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air on second down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Blue Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Caught at the 25. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Baker. Caught behind the line. It's McLaurin. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Steps away to find some room. Fires deep toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. But he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Bates the grab on the left. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quickly complete.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the RPO, complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Wait.
Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, UNC! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back, 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Bryant. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You've got to give the defense.
Breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. And the Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll trim the deficit to 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They are up by just 1 over Troy. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Baker. Bringing the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Hamilton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Makes the catch, it's Hamilton. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. Taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes...
Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a designed run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out.
Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the punishment has been extended.
Number 13.
They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback adapting. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's at field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Off the play fake on first down. Hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down.
Brings up second down.
Back to throw, it's Bryant. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to run it. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Tar Heels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Baker. Finds his man, it's McLaurin. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Tar Heels are on the move. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
At the 20, he's got space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The RPO, it's complete.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Caught, close to the marker, it's Barker. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They haven't found themselves in the end zone at all in this game. Throwing it, running it, they have been completely dominant.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Blue Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The screen, he's got wheels. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! Great job by the back on the option. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. And coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And a third down pass is knocked away by the knee.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gets it out fast. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to make it. And what a big stop for this defense. And they might be able to put this thing away. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really...
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit. And that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Barker. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Punch it out of the air. Just outside the red zone. As they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. They'll immediately call timeout.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Got his man in the middle.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
Looking for a man. It's Bryant. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Duke! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, North Carolina.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They tacked that last score on just for good measure as they are getting oh so close to putting this one away. The kickoff is coming. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air, it's Bryant. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is how we will wrap this one up. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks